Hello, we are watching our VNews broadcast daily and following Saturday's headlines.
National Assembly approves new finance minister. Grand ceremony in Hanoi marks Buddha's birthday. National Consumer Price Index in May down 0.06%.
The National Assembly on May 24th approved the Prime Minister's proposal to appoint Đinh Tiến Dũng as the new Minister of Finance.
Đinh Tiến Dũng replaced Vương Đình Huệ, who was assigned to be head of the Party Central Committee's Economic Commission. Earlier, the National Assembly adopted a resolution relieving Dũng from the post of General Auditor. The same day, the National Assembly Standing Committee nominated Nguyễn Hữu Vạn, a 57-year-old economist, as the new General Auditor. Vạn is a member of the Party Central Committee and Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee of the Northern Lào-Cai Province. The same day, the National Assembly discussed in groups personnel matters, the Law and Ordinance Building Program for 2013-2014, and the 13th National Assembly tenure, as well as the draft amendments to Residence Law.
The 19th International Conference on the Future of Asia opened in Tokyo on May 23rd. Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Thiện Nhân delivered a speech at the event, emphasizing that Vietnam has always actively and responsibly participated in regional cooperation and integration frameworks.
The Deputy Prime Minister held the theme of the conference, Asia's search for steps towards stronger ties and integration. He said it is highly relevant to the common endeavor of Asian countries to enhance cooperation and integration for each country's interests and the common benefit of the region and the world. Joining a regional cooperation mechanism is one way to build confidence and diminish the risk of conflict, he stressed. The Deputy Prime Minister proposed the establishment of 6 specialized forums in Asia, covering cooperation in environmental pollution minimization and climate change mitigation, development of shipping services, maritime security and safety, water resources protection and proper utilization, cyberspace security, human resources development and overseas labor, and transparency of financial market. Also on May 23rd, Deputy Prime Minister Nhân held meetings with Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, Chairman of the Japan-Vietnam Friendship Parliamentary Alliance, Toshihiro Nikai, and President of Japan International Cooperation Agency, Akihito Tanaka.
The Vietnam Buddhist Sangha on May 24th held a grand ceremony at Hanoi-based Quan Si Pagoda to celebrate Lord Buddha's 2557th birthday. Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc attended the event.
This is one of the most important celebrations of the Buddhist faith, not only in Vietnam but also around the world, through which people commemorate and honor Buddha and the living philosophy of Buddhism. After religious rituals, Most Venerable Thích Thanh Nhiêu, permanent Vice President of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha Executive Council, delivered a message of Sangha patriarch to Vietnamese monks, nuns and followers at home and abroad. On addressing the event, Phúc praised the Sangha's effort to fulfill its role and affirm its position in the nation. Buddhism has accompanied the Vietnamese nation for over 2,000 years and made great contributions to national construction and defense, the Deputy Prime Minister said. On this occasion, celebrations of Lord Buddha's birthday were held at pagodas nationwide with traditional rituals.
Vietnam News Agency and the steering committees for the Northwestern, Central Highlands and Southwestern regions signed an agreement on information coordination for the 2013-2016 period in Hanoi on May 23rd.
Under the agreement, the agency will strengthen its work with the 3 steering committees in popularizing information on policies and laws of the Communist Party of Vietnam and state. It will also promote efforts of the committees in socio-economic and cultural development, poverty reduction and security defense assurance in the 3 regions. the four sides will reinforce cooperation to provide accurate, objective, comprehensive and timely information while rejecting distorted or untrue information, contributing to maintaining security and defense, as well as people's trust in the party and local authorities, and consolidating national unity. Under the agreement, the agency will also begin a special column in the Tin Tức weekend newspaper to update information about the three regions. Also the same day, the Tin Tức or News Daily under Vietnam News Agency celebrated the 30th anniversary of its first edition and received a second-class labor order of the state. Founded on May 14, 1983, Tuần Tin Tức or News Weekly marked an important milestone in the agency's development. It has focused on pressing issues and revealed shortcomings in life that attracted public concern. It has left a deep impression on readers nationwide, prompt and reliable information. Apart from printed news published daily and weekly, the newspaper also introduces online news.
The Consumer Price Index in May showed a decline of 0.06% over the last month's figure, the General Statistics Office reported on May 24th.
This is the first time since May 2003 that the index of May has decreased from the previous month. However, it reflected an increase of 6.36% year-on-year, said the office. 4 out of 11 commodity groups used to calculate the CPI are reported to see price decreases from 0.07% to 0.57%, with transport services posting the strongest drop. The Post and Telecommunications Group registered the smallest reduction. The office said, despite a long holiday in early this month, the index was dragged down by the declining prices of essential goods. Weak demands for food and foodstuff also pushed the index down. Gold price dropped by 4.62% in May. Meanwhile, the US dollar stayed stable at 20,828 Vietnam dong on the interbank market.
Vietnamese and Japanese scientists have agreed to study genetically modified cassava to produce a high-yield variety. The new variety is expected to reduce soil erosion or depletion in cassava growing areas.
A document to this effect was signed in the Japanese city of Yokohama on May 22nd between representatives of the Japan Institute of Physical and Chemical Research and the Vietnam Institute of Agricultural Genetics. Addressing the signing ceremony, Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Thiện Nhân said that he hopes the project will be a success to pave the way for future agricultural cooperation between the countries. In the coming time, a joint laboratory will be set up in Vietnam to facilitate both countries' scientists to strengthen cooperation in research.
Thousands of students and youngsters in Hanoi had a touched exchange night with Nick Vujicic, an inspirational speaker without arms and legs, in the capital city on May 23rd.
Several hours before the event opening, thousands of youngsters flocked to Meeting Stadium in Hanoi, feeling all seized and waiting the moment of meeting with the special man. Being greeted with non-stop applause, Nick opened his heart to young audiences, sharing experiences in his life. Confidence and positive behavior to life could have overcome difficulties, he added. In each his story, Nick extended his message on the life significance and the self-recognition of each person's values. Don't give up was the message he sent to the business community in Ho Chi Minh City at a talk show in the morning of the day. Earlier on May 22nd, Nick met with more than 2,500 people at the White Palace Conference Center in Tân Bình District, Ho Chi Minh City.
And that is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.